Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park West. I'm Katie Stazak. It's Saturday. We're getting ready to wrap up our 5-day race week today with one last 10 race program. The stakes action continues today. We have the 1 1/8 Spider John Stakes featuring Grade 1 winner Lochte. Coming up in the 5th race, the Rainbow Six was hit yesterday, but we do have a carryover in the Pick 5 today. That's going to start in race number 6. Let's get right to the track and weather conditions for today's program. We start the day with a fast main track and a firm turf course. The first race of the afternoon is an $8,000 claiming event. 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races, will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're up. From the inside, Inaccessiveness gets the first call toward the rail, so puts some back, shows speed, and T-Minus comes away in the top flight. These 3 across the track. Behind the speed 4th is Dixie Conqueror, followed by Expected Meeting, and the 2 at the back are Beau's Bullet and Whiskey Ding. They run into the first turn separated by 5.5 lengths, and Inaccessiveness shows the way 3 parts of length. T-Minus on the outside is second, puts some back, rides the rail third. He's a neck better than Dixie Conqueror, who's now 4th, 2 better than Expected Meeting 5th. Second last Whiskey Ding, and Beau's Bullet just to his outside. They run down the backstretch after a 23-3 opening quarter time. Inaccessiveness pressed along by T-Minus in the early stages. They're now 1-2 in front of Dixie Conqueror and put some back. Then it's 2.5 lengths to Expected Meeting, racing 5th at the half-mile pole. Beau's Bullet is second last, and Whiskey Ding chirped along to get closer under Vasquez, 7th and last, but about 8 lengths off the lead as they take it to the far turn. 47-2 for the opening half-mile. T-Minus puts ahead in front of Inaccessiveness, who's back to second. Dixie Conqueror swings into action under Olivero from third. Back 4th is put some back. Expected Meeting tries to rally in the red blinkers. He's drawn within 5 lengths of the lead. Nothing yet from Beau's Bullet or Whiskey Ding, and they're at the top of the stretch. T-Minus turns for home on top. Inaccessiveness tries to fight back second. Expected Meeting down the outside with Dixie Conqueror. And here's Put Some Back, who's resurgent between. Put Some Back surging now. Coming on between horses. Beau's Bullet is late on the scene, but Put Some Back just took the lead for Louis Castillo. The upset is on. Put Some Back the winner. T-Minus second, close third, either Beau's Bullet or Dixie Conqueror in 131-1.
Put Some Back gets the win in the Sunday opener. Luis Castillo was aboard for trainer Antonio Machado and owners Just for Fun Stables. The second race is a $12,500 maiden claimer. 2-year-olds will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. Again, no scratches or jockey changes to report here. A field of 7 will go to the post.
They're up. From the outside, Easy's Irishman wins the break, moving up down toward the rail. That's Think He's Gone, and Caribbean Spirit comes away in the top flight. So too does Anderson's AP. Stretch of 5 lengths back to A.A. Fratello, who's out in the center of the racetrack, a bit green, third last. Second last from between him is Penitent, and the trailer is Grand Identidad. They race down the backstretch, and Caribbean Spirit shakes free at the half-mile pole, leads it by 2. Anderson's AP is racing a joint second to the outside, and then to the inside it's Think He's Gone. It's stretch of 3 to Easy's Irishman. Back markers falling further behind. A.A. Fratello 3 wide, Penitent from between them, and Grand Identidad on the inside. So as they round the far turn at the 3 furlong point, Caribbean Spirit has them strung out. Caribbean Spirit goes to the quarter pole on top. Anderson's AP is second. Think He's Gone trying to find a second wind along the rail, followed by Easy's Irishman, and they're at the top of the stretch. Caribbean Spirit still has the lead off the top of the turn. Anderson's AP is second. Think He's Gone along the inside, then back to Anderson's AP, and on the outside, A.A. Fratello through the final furlong. Caribbean Spirit still there. Think He's Gone along the inside is gaining late momentum. Here's Think He's Gone trying to get to the Caribbean Spirit. Caribbean Spirit, Think He's Gone. Caribbean Spirit hanging on. Think He's Gone second. Anderson's AP third, and 114 flat.
Caribbean Spirit holds on to take the second race. Andy Hernandez was aboard for trainer Juan Andres Rodriguez and owners Teamwork Horseman Group, Inc. Caribbean Spirit paid $16.60 to win.
Shaman goes down the outside. Shaman goes chasing Danish Dynaformer. Danish Dynaformer. Shaman Ghost, and Shaman Ghost takes the Queen's Plate a length. And taking the 156th running of the Queen's Plate is Shaman Ghost, beautifully bred by Ghost Zapper.
Classic Bloodlines, Classic Sire, Ghost Zapper, standing at Adena Springs.
Let's get to the third race now, a $16,000 claiming event. 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races, will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. 8 will go to the post.
They're off. From the outside, Radamel wins the break. Swagger is showing speed, so is Barique Winier, and Pallium Prize comes away racing in 4th, while under restraint and now shuffled back. Tama moves up on the outside alongside Delta Warrior. Rockham again works off the fence, and the trailer is Go-Go Romeo. Down the backstretch they go. Tama's on the outside of Radamel. They're heads apart. They're 2.5 lengths better than Swagger, who's situated 3rd and opens 2 on the team of Delta Warrior and the inside running Barique Winier, followed by Rockham again, who's now 3rd last. 2nd last Go-Go Romeo, and Pallium Prize has been shuffled to trail. They move past the quarter pole. Tama's now called it an afternoon, so the leader's still Radamel. The new danger becomes Swagger. He's working off the fence. Rockham again saves ground toward the rail from the back, and Delta Warrior through the final furlong. It's Swagger who just took the lead. Rockham again's coming up the inside. Go-Go Romeo also in with an upset possibility. Inside the 16th pole, Swagger has the lead. Rockham again on the inside. Swagger digging. Swagger's hanging on. Rockham again second, then Go-Go Romeo and Barique Winier.
Swagger rallies to take the third race. Carlos Oliveira was aboard for trainer Antonio Chaffee and owners Just for Fun Stable Inc. That's their second victory of the day. Swagger returned $17.40 for his victory. The fourth race is a $10,000 maiden claiming event. Fillies and Mares 3-year-olds and up will be going a mile on the main track. Scratch the 6, Me Rhapsody.
They're off. From the inside, one at a time, Sunshine springs out to take the lead. Regan's Odyssey moves up on the outside. These two are quickest. They've gone 2 better than Canary Green 3rd. Then it's Ready to Do This, followed by Starship Galaxy, who's between horses. And the early trailer is Angeli. She's about 7 lengths off the lead. They run around the opening turn. Regan's Odyssey and Rispoli now win the tussle with one at a time Sunshine. Canary Green in the yellow colors moves up on the outside to take second. Then to the outside, it's Ready to Do This, racing about 3 behind. Starship Galaxy to her inside. Moving between horses about 3.5 off the lead, and it's 5 to Angeli. They went 24 and 3 for the opening quarter speed. Down the backstretch they go. Regan's Odyssey leads Canary Green, but only by a neck. Up on the outside, Ready to Do This is now 3rd. From between horses, Starship Galaxy is kept interested 4th, followed by one at a time Sunshine, and Angeli starts to close ranks. She's within 7 lengths inside a half-mile away. They went 49 seconds flat for the opening half-mile time. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Regan's Odyssey shows the way by a length. Starship Galaxy gets into second with Dead Aim on the leader. Back 3rd is Canary Green, then Ready to Do This at the 5/16. Regan's Odyssey on the inside. Starship Galaxy comes to call on the outside. They pass the quarter pole in lockstep. Starship Galaxy doing the better work at the moment. 6 lengths back to Canary Green, then one at a time Sunshine with 3/16 to go. Starship Galaxy now takes the lead and moves away from Regan's Odyssey second. Then it's a gap distance back to Canary Green with Ready to Do This between horses, but this one's over. Give it to Miguel Vasquez. Give it to Starship Galaxy. Moving away. Starship Galaxy reports home 4-5 to the good. Regan's Odyssey second, Ready to Do This 3rd. Going to get close then for 4th. Canary Green gets 4th over one at a time Sunshine at 141 and 4.
Starship Galaxy gets up to take the fourth race. Miguel Vasquez was in the irons for trainer Francisco D'Angelo and owners D'Angelo Stable Inc. That's Francisco D'Angelo's first training victory here in Florida. Starship Galaxy paid $6.80 to win. The fifth race is today's feature. This is the $75,000 Spider John Stakes. 3-year-olds and up will be going a mile and an eighth on the turf. Scratch the 5 Gala Award.
And they're off in the Spider John. From the inside, that's Good and Proper who wins the break. Slim Shady is right alongside in the early stages. Lockney's in no hurry, nor is Zane. Morning Calm at the back of the pack, alongside the Woodbine Invader Hampstead Heath. They come in front of us for the first time, and the pace is slow early. Slim Shady on the outside, toward the inside, Good and Proper. Their heads apart. Rispoli and the favorite Lochte, 3rd off the speed in front of Zane. Then Morning Calm and Hampstead Heath. Slim Shady appears to win the early tussle with Good and Proper, but he only went 25-4 for the opening quarter speed, so Gaffleone and Slim Shady drop over to the rail and lead it by 2. Prado will take Good and Proper off the fence to race in second. Lochte is third, Zane is fourth. Morning Calm is fifth. He's about 6 lengths behind this pacemaker, and Hempstead Heath is the trailer. They leave the turn and straighten out for their journey up the backstretch. Slim Shady gets everything his own way, leads it by 2. Racing second is the 2, Good and Proper. To the outside, and Lochte carried to the center of the course now. Moving up is Zane, and out the rail, Hampstead Heath. Now trailing is Morning Calm, but the pace starts to quicken, and they start to take closer order. They went 52 seconds only for an opening half mile. They move now to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, and Slim Shady still leads. Lochte on the outside, 3 wide after 3 quarters, and 1:15-2. From between horses, that's Good and Proper. From fourth is Morning Calm, ridden hard, trying to gain ground, as Lochte just ran up to take a short lead. Good and Proper fights on toward the inside, and Slim Shady from fourth and Morning Calm, and they're at the top of the stretch. Rispoli turns Lochte loose, and he leads now by almost a length. Brushing there were Good and Proper and Slim Shady. That didn't help their cause, and from the outside, Morning Calm. But inside the final furlong, the Grade 1 winner, Lochte, is moving away. It's Lochte to win the Spider John with something in reserve by 3.5 lengths. Morning Calm second, Hampstead Heath third, and Good and Proper was fourth.
Grade 1 winner Lochte asserts his class in the Spider John. He draws off here much the best under Matt Rispoli. Marcus Vitale was the winning trainer for winning owners Cross Sabers Farm LLC. Lochte paid $3.20 to win.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Let's get to the 6th race. This is a $35,000 maiden claiming event. 2-year-old fillies will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track.
And they're off. Poor beginning for Sweet Story, and Roraima was also a step slow. Villainy begins the best and will establish the lead from Golan Mila, who's away in second. Unknown is now third. A Fleet Honey's in tight between horses. She races fourth. Roraima is next. Then to the outside, it's Some Florida Sun Fun. Alongside is Virgin Morena. Queen G is at second last, and the early trailer after the subpar beginning is Sweet Story. They pass the half-mile pole now with Villainy on top for Gomez by a length and a half. Racing second is Golden Mila. Unknown starts to tack on. Here's Unknown third, gaining ground with a 3-furlong point. 2.5 better than Roraima and a Fleet Honey. Then back to Florida Sun Fun toward the outside, Virgin Morena. Second last, Queen G, and Sweet Story is still the trailer. They approach the quarter-mile pole, and on top, Villainy, still confidently handled with a 1/4 mile to go. Leads Golan Mila. Unknown begins to flatten out a bit. Back fourth is a Fleet Honey. 3/16 to go. Villainy straightens for the drive on top. On the outside, and Golan Mila trying to get after second from the back. Here's Virgin Morena closing ground. Inside the final furlong, Villainy still there. Villainy on top by 2. Golden Mila second. Down the outside, Unknown with Virgin Morena. But in deep stretch, Villainy has enough left. It will be Villainy hanging on. Close then for second. Virgin Morena on the outside toward the rail. Golden Mila in 1:13-2.
Villainy gets his maiden breaking victory in today's 6th race. Diego Gomez was aboard for trainer Larry Bates and owners Bluestone Thoroughbreds LLC. Villainy, breaking his maiden in his second career start today, returned $18.80 to win. The 7th is an $8,000 claiming event. 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 3 races, or 3-year-olds, will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course Scratch the 2, all cash.
They're off. From the inside, Filberto broke outward, but he also broke to the lead. Duncan Ben comes away racing in second. Purple Smoke is now in third. Red Max between horses fourth. Then it's Frankie's Trigger with Musical Journey. Forest Warrior on the outside, and Dreaming of Frank held up in traffic last of all, and about 5 lengths off the lead with less than half a mile to go. On top, the leader Filberto by a half a length. Moving up second is Duncan Bend. On the outside, now third is Frankie's Trigger, then Purple Smoke. Carried wide is Forest Warrior. Dreaming of Frank starts to get underway. Red Max to the inside, then Musical Journey. They run past the quarter-mile pole. Filberto still has the lead. Dreaming of Frank is moving wide on the course, but he's also moving with momentum. So is Frankie's Trigger, then Duncan Bend, and on the inside, Purple Smoke. Final furlong, Frankie's Trigger up to the lead now. From the outside and Dreaming of Frank trying to get after him. Filberto has called it an afternoon. Purple Smoke on the inside, but Jesus Rios and Frankie's Trigger moving away. Frankie's Trigger in front. Dreaming of Frank second, Duncan Ben third, close fourth, Filberto or Red Max in 57-4.
Frankie's Trigger powers home in the 7th race. He wins this one off just 4 days rest for trainer Sappy Joseph Jr. Jesus Rios was aboard for winning owners Sappy Joseph and East End Partners. Today's 8th race is a $6,250 claimer. Fillies and Mares 3-year-olds and up will be going a mile on the main track. 8 will go to the post.
They're up. Turnout was a step slow. From the rail, Golden Empress begins nicely. So too does Distinctly Sweet. From the outside, Princess Appeals away in the top flight. She's third early. From behind the speed is Divining. From the far outside, that's the favorite, Reelected. Dropping over a bit is Bahia de Oro to race third last. Turnout is second last. And the early trailer is Builder Jack. They run around the first turn, chasing the speed of Distinctly Sweet, who shows the way by a length. Princess Appeal is second, Golden Empress third, wide on the course is Reelected. From between horses, Divining is punching through now to take fourth. In front of Bahia de Oro, then Turnout, and the trailer is Builder Jack. They went 24-4 for the opening quarter speed. 8-1 the price. Distinctly Sweet the leader. Divining is racing in second, now only a length behind. Princess Appeal is third. Reelected just got asked to run a bit at the half-mile pole. She's still 4 wide. She's racing fourth but starting to improve. Stretch of 4 to Turnout, who's trying to get around Bahia de Oro, then Golden Empress, and still nothing from Builder Jack. That's the 8 of them after a 49-second half-mile. Distinctly Sweet will take some catching. Distinctly Sweet and Alex Gonzalez go to the quarter pole, 2 on top. Under the whip ride, Princess Appeal now second. On the outside and Reelected third. Bahia de Oro starts to find her best stride under Meneses. She's tipping to the outside, and they're at the top of the stretch. Distinctly Sweet looks like she'll have to hold off Bahia de Oro and Princess Appeal. Down the outside and Turnout through the final furlong. Distinctly Sweet is an 1/8 of a mile from home and 2 on top. But here comes Bahia de Oro. She begins to motor on the outside. Bahia de Oro at Distinctly Sweet. Distinctly Sweet pleading for the line, but it won't come quickly enough. Bahia de Oro and Meneses in time. Second is Distinctly Sweet. Third is Princess Appeal. Turnout is fourth, then Builder Jack in 141 flat.
Bahia de Oro gets up in the 8th race. Marcos Meneses was in the saddle for trainer Louis Duco and owners Louis Duco Stables, Inc. Bahia de Oro returned $12.20 for her victory. The 9th race is an allowance with an optional claiming tag of $12,500. Florida bred Fillies and Mares 3-year-olds and up will be going a mile and a 16th on the turf course.
And they're off to a level beginning. Toward the inside, Rein It In begins nicely. Ice Woman is showing speed. Moving up on the outside, Passion for Winning, and Like a Queen trying to drop over. In between horses, Set on Salsa is now 5th as they pass under the wire for the first time. With the lead, it's Ice Woman and Rios by a neck. Like a Queen much closer today. She's racing in second now. In tight while third is Passion for Winning, a bit headstrong. Rein It In is next with Set on Salsa between horses. Then comes Ali Cruz, followed by the inside running Image of Rachel, and the Arundel Paris last and second to last. On the outside, Neville just in front of the inside running Boa 12. They circle the first turn. Ice Woman has the lead by a half a length. She went the opening quarter in 25-3. Up on the outside, Like a Queen is second. Rein It In third. Set on Salsa Between Horses fourth. Passion for Winning a bit better to handle now. 3 wide well fifth. 2 better than Image of Rachel, who improves inside of Alley Cruz. Second last is Neville, and Boa 12 is the trailer, but they're only about 6 lengths off the lead as they win an opening half mile and a pedestrian 52-2. This will turn into a half-mile dash for the wire. Ice Woman maintains the lead. Like a Queen perched on her outside second. Hernandez tries to get through with Rein It In from third. From the outside in Passion for Winning, Set on Salsa Between Horses. Then to the outside, it's Alley Cruz with Image of Rachel. Neville starts to tack on. She's drawn within 5 of the lead, and Boa 12 is the last horse to turn for home. There's less than a quarter of a mile to go, and now the pace quickens. Up on the outside, the leader is Like a Queen. Back second is Ice Woman. Fan wide for the drive is Neville. Widest of all in Boa 12. Inside the final furlong, here comes the Arundel pair after the favorite, and Like a Queen is about to get engaged, and she's about to be swallowed up too. Which one of the Arundel pair will it be? It will be Boa 12, who's surging to the lead. Stablemate Neville second, in front of Like a Queen third. Set on Salsa fourth. Close fifth, Alley Cruz or Image of Rachel. 147-2 the running time.
Boa 12 rallies to take today's 9th race. Jose Caraballo was the winning rider for trainer Joe Hennessy and owners Arundel. Boa 12 paid $9.20 to win. The 10th and final race on today's program is a $12,500 maiden claiming event. 3-year-olds and up will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 2, also Orlando Boca Chica will be on the 3.
And runners away. Good start in the center for Honest Herb up on the outside. Then moving to challenge now is Tequila's Chance. Here's Kirky's Dream emerging from between horses. In tight between horses is Up and Left. Followed at the rail by Key the Storm. Then it's Executive Mandate. Moving up wide on the course is Rapid Lightning with Indie Artist between them. Stretch of 2.5 to Gunnery. Second last early. And the trailer is It's My Valentino. They swing into the far turn. They drilled a quarter in 21-3. And Kirky's Dream has a narrow lead. Honest Herb and Uski moving second, and Tequila's Chance on the outside third. Back fourth is Up and Left, followed outside by Rapid Lightning. Then it's a gap of 3 to Executive Mandate. They're at the top of the stretch. Kirky's Dream surrounded. Up on the outside, Tequila's Chance will take a shot, and Jaramillo now has Up and Left rolling. Up and Left the danger to Kirky's Dream, who has the lead. Inside the final furlong, Up and Left trying to get to Kirky's Dream, who has more. Late run from It's My Valentino. He's flying, but in deep stretch, it's going to be close. It's going to be too close to call. Outside Up and Left, inside Kirky's Dream, then It's My Valentino and Executive Mandate in 58-3.
Up and Left gets the victory in the Sunday finale. Misael Jaramillo was the winning rider for trainer Enrique Sanchez and owners Rontos Racing Stable Corporation. Up and Left returned $11 for his victory. And here's how our exotic wagers paid today. The pick 4, 4 of 4, $667.20. The pick 5, 4 of 5, $35.80. 5 of 5, $3,583.55. The Rainbow 6 was hit today. 6 of 6 paid $16,243. That's going to do it for our 5-day race week here at Gulfstream Park West. Sunday's card is complete. We're now on a 2-day break before live racing resumes on Wednesday. Next week begins the start of a very exciting week in the racing industry. It'll be Breeders' Cup week, and Gulfstream Park and Gulfstream Park West are going to be celebrating in full force. We'll have special post times next week for the Breeders' Cup. When we return on Wednesday, we'll be at our normal 1:15 p.m. post, but on Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have 8 race programs. Friday we'll start early at 12:20 p.m. and on Saturday we'll start even earlier at 11:55 a.m. It is going to be a great, fun, and exciting week of racing. Spend it with us here at Gulfstream Park West. For everyone, thanks for watching Thoroughbred Action. I'm Katie Stazak.